Okay, welcome to another shop talk. Today is going to be a little update showing you what I've been up to in and outside the shop, and also a little focus on some of this aluminium profile. I don't know if you know, but I do sell the plans for these tables, like a cut list, and I also sell the cut list for the router sled system. But I do now sell the whole thing complete. Other than the ply, I sell the whole table delivered to you, ready to for you to put together in a kit, and also the router system. I sell the whole lot delivered to your door, ready to go. All I need to know is the size of the slab and I can do you a quote. In the description, please check, there's two links for the forms. One is to get a quote for the table, and one is to get a quote for the router sled, either full system or just the rails. And I'm now a dealer for Take One too. So if you're interested in any of that, please use the form below and I'll get back in touch. Now, if you're a patron, you'd have already seen a couple of these videos. I've just released the first gate video, which is the Pedestrian Gate made purely with Sapele dominoes. And if you've been following the channel, you know that I'm doing a series of gates with different types of joinery to see how they weather and hold up over time. This is the first one's done. The video will be coming to YouTube any minute. I'm just trying to desperately get it edited down to like a decent time for YouTube, 10-15 minutes max. On Patreon, this video is probably 45 minutes, so really detailed. You'll have seen this video, which is me hunting down an oak tree, which from a farm. It's a little clip of me taking it down. This tree had fallen over. It's absolutely wonderful grain. You can just tell the way it's been growing. This had fallen over last year. The farmer had contacted me, could I remove it, which I have now. So for quite some time, I've been looking for a really kind of industrial router table, and I just couldn't find one that seemed to fit the bill for me. More like a spindle molder type, you know, proper industrial solid thing. So I've started making one with some profile. I'm not finished, but I'll show you where I am at the moment. It's not completely finished. It's going to have some shelving and me boxed in. It's based around this Jessam phenolic top, and I've not really had a lot of success with the drop-in. I'm just never happy with the kind of drop-in lift systems. I know they're quite universal, but sometimes get the little lip on the edge if things change. So I wanted something more like my spindle molder. I really like using my spindle molder. And now this is almost the same. It kind of feels really industrial. There's no need for any tools. I've ordered the power unit from Woodworkers Workshop. In fact, that's where I bought the table as well. Really good. The power unit, I'll do a review on it when I get it. As I say, it was out of stock, but it does have vari speed, which is what I wanted. No more going under the table. It's also got a quick release collet, which I'll show you when I get it again. So that's really cool. I'm working on a kind of fence design here. I'm using some Ruig speed clips. I've made this up here. This is going to go on the top if you want to do high stuff. And then this can slide in and out. I've just got to get a extraction connector here, which is going to go over the back. I'm using some old Craig flip stops at the moment. I may change those, as I say, encase it. But I'm really pleased with it, and it sort of kind of resembles my spindle molder, which is really nice. It feels really solid. I'm going to put some brackets on the end as well, on the end here, so I can use my extension wing, so I can really do some big stuff. I may even end up mounting a very small power feed motor. There's a project coming up where there might be a load of moulding, so we'll see if I'm going to do it on here. I don't need to, but I might get a little power feed, we'll see. You can see how versatile this aluminium profile is. It's really good, feels really industrial. You can use all your clamps here and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty cool as well. I got a lot of sales from, well, sold quite a few of the router sleds and stuff, and I get lots of offcuts, which is quite a nice perk. So I've made a little system here as well, which you can just lift these all out. This is going to be on the floor, it's going to be on wheels. The wheels haven't arrived, it's nearly finished, one more in there. So that's most of my screws and bolts and stuff, which is cool. Again, just using the simple profile. I'll give you a quick show because I've done a few videos on this table, my Mega MFT, and you probably know you can buy from me this complete kit now ready to go. All you need to do is supply your own ply or some sort of top. It's very difficult to ship ply, it's too expensive. So you can see here, all you're doing is drilling an access hole for a T50, I believe, star to access the bolt. The bolt is actually sitting on the inner track here. And you're just going through with your Allen wrench or your hex wrench and tightening the bolt. So it's just an access hole. And the way it works is, these are 40 mil. So obviously center's 20. If you're doing it on an 80-40, the first hole here is going to be 20 in, the second one's going to be 60. And I've made a simple jig, which I'll show you. I just use this every time. Put my drill into that, the correct size, which is an M10, put it into there, set my stop, and then move it along, put it into there, set my stop, and that gives you your 60 and 20 spacing. So I'll just show you me doing some of that. Okay, this bad boy's coming out of the mold. I think it's going to come out of the mold on Monday. Going to get machined off on this router sled, which I'm going to show you in a minute. Again, this is English chestnut. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to do it. This is going to have a wood base, my kind of diagonal leg base, which I'm really excited. I haven't sold one of those bases for a while, so I'm pleased to make that. I've moved this is a temporary door, by the way. I've moved my old, to make some more space, I moved my old bench out here. And something I've been meaning to do for ages, because it gets freezing in here in the winter, and now I've got AC as well, is it's gonna have a proper door, but this is a fully insulated cupboard. And the reason is because your resin, I don't know if you've ever had it, but your resin, if it gets really, really cold, can go crystallization. Now, 99% of the time, or maybe 99.9, that's not a problem. You just get a bucket of warm water. I've spoke about it before. Stick it in the warm water and leave it for an hour or whatever, and it would just slowly or dissipate, and then it'll become liquid again. But it is a pain if you're in the middle of a job, especially like the ends of an old, very large container, which has got some in it that's been really, really cold. And you're just in the middle of a pour and you get a little lump come out, which is really annoying, and you've got to sieve it and all that. So I've been meaning to do it for ages. I've now got an insulated sort of cupboard, if you like, and it's going to have a very small, like 20 watt turned right down tube heater. And that would and I have a little thermometer in there, and that would just keep it really low, just at normal temperature, rather than it plummeting to kind of minuses or whatever it is in here. So that's that. I'm quite excited about this. I've not had a chance to start it yet. That there is a massive sheet of 3 by 1.5 meters aluminium and some polypropylene behind it. And I am making an aluminium, like my Mega MFT, aluminium pour table. It should be in about 2 weeks. I've got another order for a really big table, which won't fit on here. In a couple of weeks, it will be in. And something very exciting is, not only is this room going to be air cooled, but the table is going to be liquid cooled. So I'm pretty excited about that. That's coming as soon as I get a chance. I'm really snowed under at the moment, which is why some of the videos haven't been edited. But as soon as I get a chance, this can be a liquid cooled table and an air conditioned room. So I'm really, really excited about it. I bought the cooler ages ago. I've never got around to putting it in. It's a load of pipe work to do, which I really, I've been putting off. And then I couldn't get the aluminium profile. So there was a bit of a supply problem earlier during lockdown for the aluminium. This is loads of aluminium in here. And here's some stuff ready to go out. So there's quite a lot of it now. I do keep most of it in stock most of the time. You're gonna place an order. Most of it comes direct from me, which is really good. You probably know as well, this bad boy here, which is an amazing router system. I teamed up with Take 1 2 for the carriage, and I supply all the rails. I can supply it with or without the Rui quick release clips. If you don't have the quick release clips, you have something more like that, a little smaller version of that. Just means you have to use an Allen key. If you do have it, you use these aren't very cheap, but they're really cool. I use them all the time for stuff. So you can have an option of that. It's all on the form if you fill it in. Also found when I was looking at Woodworkers Workshop, I really like that shop. This is the same make as my router that I've ordered. And I spotted they actually have just an inline English plug. So it's really simple to fit like this. Basically plug it into your power, and then you can just switch your router on and off from here, and you've got a safety bump as well. So I really like that. That's really changed how I work. And I'm permanently leaving. Very happy at the moment with this old T9, which is just now sat here permanently. No more pulling it in or out. It's just always there, ready to go. So if you are interested in this Mega router sled, there is a link in the description which will take you to a form. Just simply put in, not the size of the router sled you want, you need to put in the size of the maximum slab you're going to want to flatten. The sled needs to take into account that slab. This is my new drying shed, one of many I'm going to be building. This is the wonderful chestnut you just see me and Will stacking. Absolutely epic. I can't wait to start using that. I absolutely love chestnut. That's been down a long while, but it does need a bit of air drying. Pretty happy with that. We had some bad storms the other day. It's fared pretty well, and there's a good airflow, and the sun seems to be just in the right direction for drying. Okay, that's it for this week's update. Thanks so much for watching as always. Special thanks to my patrons. Really appreciate you helping make the videos. I'll see you all on the next one. Bye.